Greetings, Earthlings. I am Smelly V, and I'd like to welcome you either to or back to my channel where the topic of conversation is all fragrance all the goddamn time. Giving my disclaimer as usual, I am not an expert, not claiming to be, not training to be. I am a mere consumer. My opinion ain't worth a damn. I just like talking about fragrances with people who actually have a passion for it, who care about fragrance. Not an influencer, not trying to influence you to run out and buy anything at all. I quite frankly feel that this is getting kind of out of hand in terms of the consumer culture. Consumption is not a talent. Influencing is, never mind. I won't get into all those philosophies, but I just need to make clear what my stance is so that I can do this and feel with a clear conscience. You know what I'm saying? Just because I understand FOMO and what it's like to have sort of parasocial relationships with people and want to feel closer to them and want to do the things they do, or even wanting to compete. I reject all those things. Let me make that clear. I'm not in any hurry to be first, or I saw somebody literally say out loud, I was so disgusted, since I'm the first to review this fragrance. I was just like, what? Ugh. I don't know. People are becoming something weird and I can't stand it. At any rate, off my soapbox. I'm here today to check in with you all to talk about the new Lattafa, the new Khamrah flanker. Did I say that right? Khamrah? Am I saying it right? Khamrah Dukan. However you're supposed to pronounce it. Forgive me, I know I'm butchering it. But Dukan apparently means smoke. And I was expecting the new flanker to really have a really smoky, I'm trying to think of what a fragrance to compare it to, like a reference in my brain for what I thought I might be getting in the smokiness. Let me think on it. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so boom, by the fireplace. By the fireplace, or what's the imitation of it? I forget what it's called, but the Middle Eastern version, the imitation that we all, gosh, what is that one called? I'm really having a brain fart today. Neither here nor there. By the fireplace, that type of smokiness, that texture, sort of that really tangible, smoky, fiery sort of element is what I thought I was going to be getting from Dukan. I'm not picking up on the smoke, and I'm wondering if any of you have it. Number one, are y'all getting smoke? I'm not getting smoke. I'll tell you what I am getting though. So for me, as it opens, at least let's take a ride. So number one, here's the bottle. Khamrah Dukhan, however you say. The bottle is beautiful to me. I absolutely love this bottle. It's got sort of a plummy purple, ombre gradient sort of thing going on, moving into that ambery, beautiful color of the OG Khamrah. I just think it's beautiful. I like this bottle the best out of the three, out of all of them. All right. Yeah, okay. So when it opens for me, people are saying, before I got this, I was seeing people saying they got a cherry note. For me, for my nose, it doesn't come across as cherry. I get a really sort of viscous, orangey, sort of, orangey, almost pearish kind of. It's like a bubblegummy, orangey pear kind of cocktail thing going on to me, with some heat to it. So I am grabbing probably the pimento that they're saying is in here. But for me, it's around OG Khamrah. Like, that's very, very clear, very prevalent, very prominent. There's no denying that this is Khamrah. It's just got the addition of something that to my nose smells like a juicy, like small orange, like juicy orange. Bubble gum. I know that sounds weird, but bubble gum. And at first sniff, like pear. It's so, I forgive me, I'm trying to do this without looking at notes because I want to tell you what it actually smells like to me, not what you, I don't, so let me break it down like this. So this Khamrah versus the OG Khamrah, for me, is giving Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. It's giving Tia and Samira. It is, you don't know that they're two different people until somebody tells you, you know, that was two different people, right? Like the way Mary-Kate and Ashley on Full House, they both played the same role and you didn't know it till you knew it. But once you knew it, then you can start detecting very, very subtle differences in the two people. Very, very sort of nuancey things. That's what these two fragrances are for me. Khamrah versus the Khamrah Dukan. They are the same until somebody tells you they're different. And then when you're on second and third and fourth sniff, when you really, really go in looking for the differences, or if you read the notes beforehand and you know what you're going in looking for, you can try to, sniff through and find them. But at first sniff, to the untrained nose or to a nose that's not super familiar or doesn't wear these two fragrances very regularly, it's really not that different, y'all. And I was really hoping for it to be really, really different. It's just not. Beautiful, absolutely. It's just as beautiful as the OG. The OG Khamrah, in my opinion, is iconic. Like it's up there with Baccarat Rouge for me in terms of impact on the culture, the statement it made, its beauty, its uniqueness. Never to my nose has it ever reminded me even faintly of Angel Share. I don't get the comparisons at all, even if that's what it set out to do in the first place. It's just so different. It really knocked it out of the park for me. I love Khamrah. I think it's beautiful. And I love Kawa as well. To have improved upon Khamrah, which was already perfection to me, but Kawa to me is an improvement on that. Dukan, they neck and neck because they're pretty much the same thing to me. What I will give the Dukan is, in terms of performance, I don't know if the addition of those additional elements, the spices, the pepper, the heat or whatever, to me what smells like a citrus, what they didn't do in terms of actual, they didn't change the character of the fragrance so much as they changed the function, if you will. I feel like the addition of those elements sort of just made it an intense. Had they called this Khamrah intense, that would have been a perfect description of what you're getting, because in terms of performance, this one does better. I did side by side over the past couple days, and just after a couple hours, the original Khamrah, I'm searching for it on my nose, but the Dukan is there. It's with you till you wash it off, and then some after that. So I will say it's an intensified, amplified, enriched version of Khamrah, but you're not getting a different fragrance. I don't know if I could call this a flanker. But, well, no, because I guess technically a flanker, people usually go fresh or they intensify it. So this for me would be Khamrah Intense. I'm not getting the smoke people are mentioning. It's not coming across especially tobacco-y to my nose. It is spicy. And it is to me a little denser, a little stronger than the original formulation. I love this. Do I recommend rushing out to buy it while it's full price if you already have Khamrah? Lattafa, close your ears? No, I don't think it's worth that. But if you're running out of your bottle of Khamrah and you were going to replace it anyway, I'd get this one because it's a better performer. And it does just have a little extra, a little something, little teach of something different going on. They're so similar, in fact, to my nose that I can question, like, is this a social experiment? Are they trying to see how honest their consumer base is? If they can trick us into believing that this is a different formulation, knowing that it's not. But after spending time with it, okay, I get it. Especially nozzle for nozzle. Like if you sniff the nozzle, matter of fact, let me do just that. Let me see here. Yeah, they do something real different in the opening. The opening of this is not giving that, whatever that orangey, bubblegummy, peary, peppery thing that is in the top of this is missing from the OG Khamrah. However, they do dry down to virtually the same thing. This dries down more oily and intense. And this sort of by comparison, I can't find this one after a while. They're both beautiful. They're both better than a whole lot of other things, in my opinion. This DNA just can do no wrong by me. I love it. If they make another flanker, if they do like a Khamrah Eau Fresh, where they try and lighten it up some, I don't know what they would leave behind. What would a fresh version of Khamrah look like? Probably more appley, like leaning more into what's supposed to be the apple. People say it's a spicy apple pie. I've never thought of apples when I smell this fragrance. But if they wanted to beef up like sort of a green apple note, scale back on some of the praline. What else could they do to I don't know. I don't know what a Eau Fresh version of this would look like, but I'd be here for it. I'd buy it. I'm gonna buy whatever flankers they put out. I'm gonna get, because I am in love with this DNA. Sincerely, I am. Absolutely beautiful to me. Were there any other notes I had about this? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I didn't have anything else important to say, but it's beautiful. Just as the OG Khamrah is beautiful, just as Kawa is perfection. I like all three of them. Dukan has just a little something different, but just keep in mind, like I just want you to temper your expectations. You don't expect a brand new fragrance. It's not like, you know how like Teriyaki and Teriyaki Intense were two different fragrances. That's not what's happening here. These are the same girl. it really is giving Tia and Tamara. Where you know how if you stand them next to each other and stare long enough, you can start seeing like the little subtle differences in their personalities and their facial structures and stuff like that. But you know, if one leaves the room and the other one comes in, you can't tell which. Like you really have to have them right next to each other and be picking them apart to know the differences. That's what these two girls are giving for me. The bottle's fairly new to me, so we'll see how it moves with time. Like as it changes, it's been sprayed out a lot. I've worn it. I spray it at night. I've sprayed it all around my house. Like I've been with it for a couple days, but we'll see how it changes. We'll give it an opportunity to take shape and see if my opinion stays the same in terms of how similar they are. Maybe it will change into something that feels a whole lot different. But for now, they're just two pretty twin sisters. Both just as beautiful as each other, with even with the little nuances in their faces, they're still Tia and Samir. That's all I have to say. Do y'all have it yet? Are you planning to get it? Tell me what you think. I am checking for that other one. I told you I'm a Lattafa girly these days because their fragrances just satisfy me like nothing else has been able to, with the exception of I love Born to Stand Out's fragrances. What other house do I really appreciate? I like Strangers a lot. I like come on, the ones who make I can't Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla. The name of the house is escaping me right now, but I like their stuff. I'm a loyalist. Once I find a house I really, really appreciate, I tend to check for everything they do. Lattafa has really become that girl for me, and it's well earned, like well deserved. It's not a hype beast for me. I'm not one to follow hype trains. It's earned. It's earned. I really do appreciate Lattafa. So I'm going to sleep now. I'm tired. I actually just got in from work not too long ago, but I wore this today, so I wanted to talk about it while I was thinking about it, and I wanted to check in with you all, and I wanted to say hi. Hi. Till next time. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. I'm checking for that Atiri, the floral Lattafa one, the spring one with the bee on it. I used to collect bees because Bianca bee, like I used to collect bees, bee paraphernalia. So I want that bottle. I don't care what the juice smell like, but I know it's gonna be a stunner. It just looked like it to me. So I'm gonna grab that and I'll review it, of course, whenever I get it and sit with it for a while. What else is on my radar? So do y'all follow? Well, I'm talking about Born to Stand Out. Do y'all follow them? On April Fool's Day, or the day before April Fool's Day, they posted, what is this, Pearl Tiara or something like that. Oh, my mouth was watering. My heart was beating off fast. Because I thought it was about to be something. Then it dawned on me, like, wait a minute, is this April Fool's joke? But that's a pretty extensive, the notes listing, the description, the ad for it and everything. I'm like, this is far too have gone for it to be a dummy fragrance. Like, are they really about to make that? Who do we need to write for them to make it? Because I'm going to be first in line for that. I want that bad. That sounded good to me. So if that's actually happening, I'm definitely checking for that. And I feel like there was something else that I saw pop up that's on my radar to grab. I don't know. I'll think about it. But what do you all have on your fragrance wish list? What are your recent cops? And even if you haven't purchased anything lately, which if you have not, proud of you, good on you. What have you been wearing out of your collection? What have you been appreciating and getting new life out of? And now that the season's changing, pulling back off the shelf and just enjoying. Like, what are you loving these days? I'd love to hear from you all. That's it. That's all. This has gone on long enough. Let me touch my mouth.